diving and even swimming underwater if necessary. But in this shallow pool, the cat can feel with its paws for stranded fish. This small cat has a surprisingly fearsome reputation. Although it has perfected a technique for fishing, it has been said to tackle animals the size of goats. In South America, the jacarundi, sometimes called the otter cat, is also prepared to get its feet wet for the sake of a good meal. Forest cats, like this ocelot, have become expert bird hunters. And like all cats, they pluck their meal before eating it. But assassins which specialize in ambush need a sensitive, early warning system to detect their prey's approach. Ears like radar dishes help to locate the smallest sound, from the crash of a rodent nibbling to the thundering of its heartbeat. A sense of smell able to detect messages carried on the wind, and eyes which characterize the sharpness of the hunter. Like all cats, this sand cat has a special extra reflective layer behind the retina. With this, it sees its prey by the light of the stars. But a successful ambusher had to see without being seen. In the dappled light of a cat's hideaway, spots and stripes rendered them all but invisible. Even lying in wait is not enough. The predator must make its move. The bigger the cat, the more difficult it is to hide, the more crucial the stalk. As cats were able to bring down bigger and bigger prey, the killing technique had to change. Rather than attempting to bite through thick and impenetrable necks, large cats opted to suffocate their victims. For cats like the leopard, Specialization has paid off. But for one particular group of cats, specialization eventually led to its downfall. 30 million years ago, the mega herbivores flourished. They were huge grazing animals, providing great bounty for those who could overcome their enormous size and impenetrable skins. Enter the saber-tooths, the most extreme practitioners of the cat's approach to carnivory. They evolved great stabbing blades, specifically to prey on thick-skinned giants like Litopterne. Cats like Smilodon had great muscled necks to power their scything saber teeth. But how these bizarre carnivores actually use their weapons is a mystery. Perhaps, like modern small cats, they were precision killers. This serval dispatches its victims by pouncing and then plunging well-aimed blades into the nape of its subjects' necks. The serval uses its own dagger equivalents, the sharp teeth at the front, to perform a feat of quite remarkable precision. By stabbing their teeth into the backbone, they can actually feel for the right place to prise apart the vertebrae. Could the saber-tooths have killed in the same way? If they had, the result would have been quite literally shattering. We can now calculate from the shape and curvature of these teeth that the impact of tooth on bone would have almost certainly cracked the sabers. So how did they use them? The answer comes unexpectedly from the mouth of a dragon. Reproduced in miniature are not 2, but dozens of saber teeth, and their purpose is not to stab, but to cut. By looking at how the Komodo dragon uses its own saber teeth, the mystery of how the great saber-toothed cats use theirs becomes clear. They were used as slicing blades, not piercing stilettos, and they were capable of inflicting a terrible wound. It seems that the saber-tooths literally tore out the throats of their victims, which bled to death. This macabre technique was so successful that over millions of years the saber-tooth design evolved over and over again. Macharoides and Barbarophilis were just 2 of dozens of saber-toothed cats. But even more bizarre, Thylochus smilus, not a cat at all, but a marsupial from South America which adopted an almost identical version of the same design. When the Panama Isthmus opened up, the true cat, Smilodon, migrated downwards from North America, and the 2 saber-tooths met. Smilodon's dental engineering seemed to give it a competitive edge. The marsupial saber-tooths were doomed. But the remarkable specialization of the true saber-toothed cats was ultimately to lead to even their downfall. Just 2 million years ago, there was a climatic change which warmed the earth and drove back the forests, opening up great plains. It precipitated the evolution of a new breed of animal, fleet-footed herbivores. Across the drawing board of evolution, these new fast prey were pursued in turn by a new fast breed of cat. A very different marketplace had forced the evolution of cats built to combine strength and speed.